All right, I wanted to be on. Ooh, am I even on now? I wanted to be on earlier, but ooh, is the microphone? Check, check. I don't even know if the microphone's registering right now. Everything seems to be a bit of madness. Let's go ahead and get into the game though. Chat. All right. My microphone looks bad for some reason. The levels on it look terrible. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let's see. Properties. Default. Trust. Okay. All right, that looks better. I don't know what it was going to. That's crazy. I don't know what it was going to, but that is what it is. All right, so I was fully prepared for this maintenance to take like 10 hours, and it took like 4. It took the allotted amount of time. That good on them. I appreciate it. 100% appreciate it. So I'm going to hop in and try to pull for Clotho. Hope I'm saying her name correctly. Probably not, but it is what it is. Y'all know me. Okay, so oh, dadgummit. I wanted to get the Hawk Pass because that would contribute to being able to pull for her. I'm gonna need to think on this for a minute. The Hawk Pass, which I think is a good value. It only gives me 2 of those if I purchase it. It gives me some star fragments. I'm getting 5 of these. Okay. All right. Here's what we got to do. Here's what we got to do. This is what we got to do. One second. One second. One second. Okay. Here's what we got to do. We got to go to the Google Play Store. We do. Because, and thankfully, I'm a small streamer, so nobody will notice. For some reason, it's cheaper on the Google Play Store than it is on the PlayStation Store. Don't ask me why or how, but it is. So, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, somehow it's cheaper there. So I'm going to get it there where it's cheaper. I have an SSR weapon that I can craft, and I don't know if I want to do it for Escanor or the confirm update. That's cool. We can go ahead and update this 100%. So I have another SSR blueprint that I could get today after I do my pulls, right? Um, I don't know if I want to do the axe for Escanor or the signature weapon for Clotho. I need to know what she's going to do and where she's going to be. I've played this game for 233 hours, and that's just on PlayStation. Should that make me feel bad about myself? I feel a little bad about myself. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. It's been a month and a half. Anyway, uh I don't know. I feel like I'd rather have the signature weapon from Clotho because I'm kind of out on Escanor. He's good, but and I hear he's a monster with his axe. From what I understand, that is worth it. His axe. Whereas with Meliodas, you want to do it on his. You want him to have the black flame sword over the gluttonous um, long sword. So I'm kind of debating that, but that is still dependent on me pulling her. I'll have 30 pulls is what I'll end up having. Oh no, plus so 35 plus those other little things. Maybe 40. Maybe it can be stretched to 40. You'd only get her at 80. Hopefully I'll luck up a bit and get her at 35. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. And now, of course, because this is poor timing on my part. I was trying to get some stuff done in the house, then end up messaging a friend for a bit. Then I was like, okay, well, I forgot to get the Hawk Pass because I wanted to get the Hawk Pass before doing this, and now I have to wait for this to load up. so I can do it on Google Play Store because it's cheaper there. Only the Hawk Pass though. Damn. Chop chop. Come on now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I have Wi-Fi. You should be faster. Get closer to the Wi-Fi signal. Does that ever really work? I mean, I guess. All right. Come on. Oh, plus they have the newer removing the time limits from the dungeons, from a couple of the dungeons. And I really can't wait to explore that bit. It's gonna be a shorter stream. I can say that ahead of time already, but I'm trying to hurry up and get to it. Come on. Chop chop, chop chop, chop chop. Okay. We're almost there. 85%. Come on. Come on. Almost there. What are we doing? Chop chop. Initializing. That's of course it's going to initialize a little bit because that stands to reason. You initialize things. Compiling. Yep, they got to compile. Lots of stuff to compile. Okay, here we go. So chop chop. Let's. Come on, come on, come on. We already know. Let's go ahead and go here. Hawk Pass. Yeah, see, I shouldn't say this online. Am I using that card? I guess so. We'll stick with that one for now and see. Let's see. Bang. All right, so that's done. You can hear the noise in the background. So we're good on that. So now that has been completed, we will end it here and then go to the game on PS5. Here we go. All right. Now that we got Hawk Pass out of the way, we can see I'll start recording in a sec. It's been what? 8 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. Why am I nervous? You missed the half Annie stream yesterday, bro. They had English subtitles. Oh. For Bleach? I forgot about that stream. I should have been on. I forgot about that stream. How did it go, actually? We're going to have to table the discussion in a minute because I'm about to try to record these pulls. But how did it go? Did they throw more shots at the IP holder, the company that holds the IP for the game? Were there more bullets flown in their direction? Like, bow, bow, we don't like you. Bow, bow. You know, was that what happened? Pantera, this is... Yeah, and Grimjow is like... he's the one... I have saved up a little bit of Jade for him as well, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's do this real fast. It went well. We got 3 extra game modes. Okay, let's table this discussion for now, and we'll talk about it a little bit later because I'm about to try to record doing these pulls for Clotho. Let's see if I have streamer luck. Let's see. Hoping for it. We'll just transition it over just to make it why aren't you? Oh, go up one. All right, so we'll transition it over. Okay. All right, because I am interested, but 3 characters actually half anniversary. It starts with Grimjow. After him, it's Goed into White Ichigo Hollow, and then I want Ulkori or whatever that person's name. He's one of my favorites. Okay, I can never say his name, but he's one of my favorites from that favorites. His story was most compelling, put it that way. All right. Well, Clotho's today, and I mean, you do play Seven Deadly Sins, right? And then we'll come back to Bleach because I'm gonna have to do. I'll have to do a video for Bleach, a stream for Bleach when I'm pulling for Pantera. So that'll happen because I need that. And I'm about to go back and review what was said in the stream. Even though they gave us English subtitles, maybe they did that because of how it got translated last time and they were like, yo, we cannot have people actually understanding how bad we are. Okay, so here we go. Start recording. Here we go. 3, 2. Don't know why I'm actually recording this, but I'm going to record this and I'm probably going to end up disappointed. We'll see. But I'm pulling for Clotho now. I'm going to try to go through a trial. And one of the main questions I have is that because of when I entered the game at a very weird stage, I will end up having this ticket. I don't even know if this is compelling enough, but it's something that's on my mind, right? I can now get the special weapon crafting blueprint for the SSR weapon. And I was tempted to do, I said before with Escanor, I was going to do it for his weapon as soon as I got it. But now that Clotho's in the game, I'm wondering if I should skip doing Escanor's axe and just do her signature weapon. So we're going to figure that out along the way. Let's get to the video. Already done my summons for Clotho. Just 110 pull. Sorry. Okay, so with Hawk pass. Yeah, whatever, dog. I should have gotten also it's a maintenance. I thought I was also gonna get, that's part of the reason why I jumped on. Because I thought I was also gonna get 5. Ooh, am I not getting 5 of the whatchamacallit pulls? Because then that would be upsetting. Bundle, blah, blah. Who cares? Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. I don't know how many. I think I can get, if I can do get another 500 fragments. See, there she is. I have 0 of those orbs. If I can get another 500 star fragments from somewhere, that'll give me 40 pulls minimum. I thought for sure they put in there when you get his pass that you get the 5 orbs. I don't see that. So purchase complete. So, oh no, it's saying along the way that I'm getting that extra stuff. Okay, well that's me being dumb. All right. That's me being dumb. Okay, here we go. 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a 7 Deadly Sins origin video. In this video, I'm just doing pulls. I am terrified. This video may never be released because I don't know if I'm going to actually get her. But then I've been saving some of my pulls. You can tell I'm very, very bad at saving. I've been saving some of my pulls, and basically, there's one thing that I think I could do right now in terms of trying to get a skin so I can get another 500 fragments so that I could then do 40 pulls total. I will do that if these first 30 don't work. I keep looking around like for support, like anybody else is in this room with me. Okay. Yes, I'm worried. Yes, I'm worried. Yes, I'm worried. Or I could buy, you know what we could do instead? Here's what we're gonna do. Or try to do if I have the resources to do it. I can buy 2 of these hero pickup draw tickets if I pull enough. And then that'll give me 40. Other than that, oh wait, yeah. All right. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Nervous. All right. 10. Lego. Oh, Lego. Skip that part. Okay. Next. Oh, great. Dreyfus. I don't have enough of him. At least that gives me the 2 that I would need for maybe doing another hero draw ticket. No luck on the first 10 is what it's looking like. Can I get an SR Lance too, by any chance? Like, I never pulled one of those. Um. Okay. Okay. To be expected. Okay. Hope is still alive. Hope is still alive. Maybe I need to watch that animation. That'll give me increased odds. I don't know. Uh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. See, at SR wand, I don't get SR lances. Okay. Need it for attack boost to Gila, so I can put that on her side. Um, nothing, 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 nothing. Oh, this hurts. Okay, this hurts. All right. Does it hurt though? Does it? Our grimoire is saying new is crazy, right? Although that might have helped me. That might have helped me. That might have gotten me 1,000 more star fragments if I had go check the achievements. Okay, so yeah. I feel like every time I see one of those, I know I'm not getting a SSR character. Oh, what's that? That's what's up. 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 Okay. 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 I got her. 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 Okay. I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. Oh, that worked out well. That worked out well. So the other stuff I was trying to negotiate around, I don't have to negotiate around. Okay, cool, 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 cool. And now I have zero resources to build her up. I'm gonna go ahead and have to stack some of these resources. That's what's up. Okay, all these extra pulls. I'm gonna try to pull for her a couple more times to get to the guarantee. So I'm cool with that. However, I don't have to stress to get there now. I'm gonna pull the 120 so I can double her up at least. Um, okay, that's what's up. You skipped the animation. That's why you didn't expect. I didn't expect it at all. I was like, "Man, I'm not gonna get her." That feels good. That feels good. I kind of want to do 10 more pulls while the luck is fresh, which makes no sense. Probability is probability. Luck doesn't exist in that context. But it was like, well, what context do you mean? All right, so all right, okay, 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 okay. That made me happy. That made me happy. That made me happy. Going to the codex, there was oh yeah, so the new accessory or new skin, I guess. But there's supposed to be a new weapon, which is that's just funny. Um, yeah, see, so right down here because of the new weapon, I got 1,000 more star fragments. Can I collect this? No, I got to go back one more. That one. So I could pull another 10 and that would make me happy. So I'll pull another 10. All right. Just because who knows, right? I said I was going to go through the 120 anyway. I'm not really saving the star fragments for anything else. I'm talking this to myself right now as opposed to anybody paying attention to this video. Um, so it's worth it to me to do it. You still didn't have the R Grimoire. How to. I don't know where they do that at even. I don't even know how that came to be a thing, but apparently. All right. This also then makes it should I go for her signature weapon since I do have her? You only get about one of those every 20 days. Okay, so we're going to do this pull now. I don't want your animation. Okay, cool. I still haven't gotten an SR Lance though. That's the thing. SR Lance. I haven't gotten one, though, except for the one that I like crafted. Anyway, next, next. That almost had me excited. That almost had. I saw an animation. I was like, okay. That almost had me really excited. All right, so okay, we're out of luck then. No more streamer luck. So, and this has nothing to do with this game. Today, I have drawn for two, let's say, S-class characters. I'm also playing Neverness to Everness, and the new character came out there, Hotori. I pulled Hotori today off of like a few pulls, like it was like 20 or something, 30. And I was like, let's hope. I got it. Was like, did my luck get all wasted in this game that I'm just playing passively and not doing content for? And then the luck transferred over to Seven Deadly Sins. Maybe I should be pulling for Pantera and Bleach Soul Resonance today, even though he's not even released today. I am in a good mood. I am in a good mood. Okay, so we're gonna go back. Let's go to characters, hero info. There she is. Bet. All right. So then the weapon that I need to do for her is gonna be this, the rapier. She's gonna need a grimoire. She's gonna need another wand. So the question becomes, and we know we're gonna get it. Just for which one? He'll be he'll be released on Friday. So that's what I'm saying. My luck is today. Apparently today is my lucky day, not them other days. So that's why I'm worried about pulling anything on any other day. That's it. That's why I'm worried. That's why I'm worried. That's why I'm worried. Okay. All right. So anyway, the next I'm thinking too much. This video is gonna be a lot of me just being like, oh, that's why I'm worried. So here, I could grab 2 more of those tickets, but there's no point in me doing it like at this moment. I have her, so I'm just gonna wait, save the resources. The next question then becomes, do I want to get? Well, I'm gonna get this. There's no question about this. It is, what am I gonna use it for? Okay. If I go back, and I think I have all the resources with the exception, I might not have the platinum anymore. I may need to go farm some platinum. I haven't done that yet today. The question then becomes, oh, I got some boots over here. I guess that was for some armor I need to craft. Anyway, regardless. The question then becomes, as we go down, 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 down. I don't think I have enough platinum, but I can mine some real quick, and I shouldn't be too far off from it. That. So, I gotta do the spiders dungeon. I hate the spiders dungeon with a passion. I hate the spider dungeon so much. But I'm only 11 away. So if I run the spider dungeon like twice, I should be able to get those resources. I'm already talking to myself as in like, this is going to be what I do. Increase wind attack. This is what I'm gonna do because this the soul axe, and I'm not even the soul axe. I've heard the soul axe is incredible as well. Let's put these both at the top while I think about it. I already have the resources to do the soul axe basically without the platinum. Just have to do one run. And is that the abyss challenge for us? Yeah. Or I can do hers. Yeah, no, I'm not far off, Hakeem. I'm not far off. But the question then becomes, do I go for this with her, or do I go for the axe with Escanor and then get hers and just always be one like cycle behind, because you only get one every 21 days. Anyway, all right, that's what's on my mind now. That's what's going to be on my mind now. However, I am super happy. Not only do I have her, but I did get Midnight Fang the other day too. It's been, oh, she's going to be riding on Midnight Fang. That's going to be awesome. Okay. So I'm going to need to do her character trials, all that stuff, because I know nothing. I know nothing. Know nothing. I need to study. But in any case, sorry, excited. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe if you don't like it. If subscribe and dislike, I'm okay with that as well. I'm talking way too fast for this video right now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. Should wait and figure out who has more to offer between the two of them. That is facts. That's facts. Because I don't know her, and you know what? Hey, I don't know her kit at all, so it's probably best for me to go read through her kit and figure that out. Also, the Star Guardian gear that I just saw that I have, I think I'm missing like one piece from it. So I should be able to. Hey, Hawk, what did I do today? Oh, season season mission, which was what? Oh, craft armor. We just got this today. When did I craft armor? I'm gonna collect it. When did I craft armor? Who crafted armor? Okay, I'm taking it. When did I didn't craft any. Oh, because of the armor that was in the thing that I took out. I crafted it yesterday and like just stopped playing the game, and I took it today and it counts it as crafting even though it's crafted. Okay, all right, that's weird. Let's go in the bag. I think I have enough Star Guardian gear, maybe, or actually I should go to craft. I had to say I should go to engraving. Star Guardian gear. I have what? This is kind of one piece, four piece, one piece. I need the belt, which means if I attack the warden a few times, I'll either get the belt or they'll give it to me. Then if I go to Leonis, we can go ahead and check the engraving, see what's up. I think I'm gonna walk the streets with Clotho. I think the shoes count as armor. The shoes? What you mean the boots? Oh yeah, the ones I got. No. We're saying the same thing. The same thing. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm a bit like all over the place. My brain is scrambled at the moment. Played NTE. That game is fun, but it's gonna be like my slow play game. As a matter of fact, hold on. Team. She's immediately going on the team just so I can show off. Just so I can be like, I'm this lucky. See how lucky I am? Check me out. Switch. All right. See how lucky I am? Yay. Her character design is awesome too. All right. So let's go. Midnight Fang and Clotho. They seem to fit. I love them both. Buying. All right, so to check on the engraving with Clotho right fast. Each of the on an enemy with a burst activated inflicts spatial collapse. Probably helps if I would knew what this was. Each wind attack on an enemy without a burst activated removes spatial collapse stack, inflicts additional damage 20% of attack, increases the burst gauge by 6. Okay. And then this is the okay, so the Star Guardian set doesn't build anything for her. All right, I would need to craft this. I think no, that's a spider's thing. The gear to that's a spider's thing. To get this, the boss dungeon. I don't believe that for a moment. Here. So I could either get it from here, and if it says you can also build it from here, then that's fine. With the resources from here, then I'm good with it. I think that, yeah, that gear there. Okay. So then if I can do that. So now, one of those two, I don't know which two. Escanor is best with his axe. I assume that she is going to be best with her rapier, since that's the thing. Let's go to trial events. Hero Clotho trial. All right. So still gonna record it, but running this trial right now and recording it just to see. I am a little bit better at the game, so let's see if I can understand it a little bit better. She's wise in many ways, and is waiting for the moment to help you. Choose a weapon, each with its own unique charm, and experience firsthand the powers that has transcended time and space. Enter your event. Okay. All right. All right, Clotho's Rapier is a wind burst specialist who rapidly builds burst gauge using spatial rift. Applied to enemies and unleashes powerful wind damage through dimensional rift, triggered upon activating an elemental burst. So wind, first thing I think is Elaine. What's up, Sinestra? First thing I think is Elaine to pair with her. Daisy has wind, right? Daisy has lightning, earth. Doesn't she have wind? Although I love her with her grimoire. Landing a certain number of hits applies spatial rift for a set duration. Activating a wind burst on a target affected by spatial rift removes it and triggers dimensional rift for a set duration. Let's see. That's just what it does. Okay, so special attack encryption, chase, piercing chain deals damage over time while the stance is maintained. Okay. Every certain number of hits increasing the burst gauge. Each enemy or against enemies affected by spatial rift, the final hit further increases the burst gauge. Deals powerful damage to enemies using it on an enemy affected by dimensional rift. Removes the effect and inflicts additional crit hit damage. Oh, so she's going to crit on that. Okay. Ultimate move, Rune Inscription. Collapse, R2. Is used on an enemy affected by spatial rift. Is used on an enemy affected by spatial rift, it deals increased damage, further builds the burst gauge. Okay. Against enemies affected by dimensional rift, it results in critical hits and when damage is increased for a set duration. All right. So it sounds like you want to. There's a wind burst specialist. Builds burst gauge using spatial rift applied to enemies. Okay. Landing a certain number of hits for a duration. Activating wind burst affected by spatial rift removes. So then this deals damage over time, maintaining against enemies with spatial rift. Deals damage using blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then the first step is how do we get to spatial rift? Okay. So I got Clotho. Yay! I got Clotho. Yay! In case you missed it. Yeah. So now I got to learn how to use Clotho. Clotho inflicts spatial rift on enemies she strikes a certain number of times in succession. So it's got to be 5 times. I don't know why they say certain number. Well, maybe that changes, I guess, with the then we do the special. Boom. All right, so that's supposed to be additional damage. Activating a wind burst on an enemy affected by spatial rift triggers dimensional rift instead of spatial rift. So now that she has spatial rift on her, I've activated dimensional rift. Oh wow, it's buzzing. R2 with dimensional rift. Bet. Normal attack deals powerful damage to enemies using it on an enemy affected by dimensional rift. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's supposed to hold triangle, I guess. Now we go build up the burst gauge. Now we do R2 because that spatial rift does that. Then we go here. So build R2 triangle circle. Okay, so this is giving me spatial rift. Okay, I'm seeing it there. If I do circle, crit defense down, this is dimensional rift. Then if I drop the ultimate on them, that looks like a lot of damage. I like that. Do I like that more than Escanor's axe? Escanor's on my bench right now. I only use him for the abyss, for the Gallon dungeon or Gallon boss challenge. How did I lose health? We just got here. Let's see. Hey, yo. Why is it keeping me in battle mode? All right, anyway. Um, hmm, that's weird. Okay, so dungeon. Not dungeon. We're going back to the trial events. All right, so the next one with the grimoire. Let's see. So the question becomes, and I have to make this choice: axe for Escanor, rapier for Clotho. Clotho is a cold element warden. Grimoire's cold element warden who empowers and protects all allied heroes using runestones. Using runestone and is enhanced rune ward while controlling enemies with freeze. This I love because I already love Jericho and I already love Manny. So it sounds like she buffs cold characters. Landing a certain number of normal attacks grants runestone to all allied heroes. Runestone can also be applied via special attack, and using the ultimate move enhances it into rune ward. Each stack of runestone or rune ward increases cold damage dealt and reduces damage taken for the entire team. I like this. Grants immunity to reaction states such as knockback while the stance is maintained, and also grants all allied heroes max stacks of runestone at once. Deals damage to enemies when used while Rune Awakening is active. It becomes enhanced and deals greater damage. It also inflicts freeze for a certain amount of time. I like everything about this. Perfect form grants Clotho Rune Awakening for a certain duration. The first time Rune Awakening is granted, Clotho gains max stacks of Rune Ward and enhances subsequent Rune Stones into Rune Wards, which have better healing and stats increase. Healing. So when Rune Awakening is there, it becomes enhanced and deals greater damage. Knockback effect doesn't happen. Grants rune stores to all allied rune stones, also applied via special attack. Cold damage is increased. I like everything about this. I like everything about this. This is me. I will be able to build my cold team now. All right, so use Clotho's normal skill. Frost rune development inflicts damage to a single target. Okay, so the normal skill though, isn't that supposed to apply? Bet. Now every time, after a certain number of normal attacks landed, Clotho's Grimoire grants all allied rune stones that healed. Allied heroes rune stones that heal them when attacked. So wait a minute. And Rune Ward increases allies' cold damage. So rune stones that heal the attack. Each runestone and rune ward increases allies' cold damage and decreases their damage taken. So you run Manny with the longsword. You still keep Jericho with the blades, the dual blades. Those are runestones down at the bottom. And then triangle. Cluster ritual grants immunity to reaction. R2 perfect form grants a rune awakening for a set duration of time. And then circle. Yeah, exactly. Dog, that was is she my new favorite character? Is she my? I mean, it's easy for her to be favorited when it's her versus like nothing. But Daisy didn't impress me this way in the beginning. Um, Go ahead and hit all this burst damage, and then we can pull her in and do this. We'll hit this up, and then we'll do this perfect form thing. And then I hope Manny has the sword out of this. She does have the sword. So then this is perfect for that additional damage that I want to do. and freeze everybody up. That is okay. Okay. So I already like her wind attack concept. That puts her with Elaine. I like her cold attack. Clotho is out. Yeah, yeah, Clotho's out, and I pulled her. I pulled her. Worth summoning. So far, so far, so far, I've gone through her trial. So I've gotten her just like give a quick thing. I got her after 30 pulls. Hakeem could be my witness. I was lucky as hell, right? Now I'm going through her trial. And so far, what I've seen in her trial, I'm going to check one more hero. So far, what I've seen from the trial, I'm looking at pairing her. If I run her with the Grimoire, I'm looking at pairing her with Manny and Jericho. I think that would be a really good team, at least from my style of play. Activating a bunch of freeze, increasing cold damage, reducing damage taken if she has a Grimoire. I want to check Daisy. On her primary weapon, so Daisy does use staff. Her staff has wind. Okay. For her primary weapon, the rapier, she does burst gauge building, wind element, which makes me immediately want to run her with Meliodas. Well, maybe Meliodas, maybe not. Meliodas, Elaine, and Daisy. That's what I'm looking at so far. I think so far, I like her a lot. She's like already, I've said it maybe 30 seconds before you guys asked, like she might be. And again, one person's opinion, get a collection of other people's opinion, see how they feel about it. But when Escanor came out, I found ways to like him, but it wasn't like, oh, I like him. He was cool. He's good. I like him. He's good. Daisy came out. It's taken me some time and people giving me advice to see like, okay, she has true value. I like her a lot. She nukes on this weapon, on her sword and shield. She's amazing with the Grimoire. For Clotho, I'm saying all that to say this. Clotho, I'm immediately impressed. Immediately. I don't know if that's me knowing the game better and understanding it better, or if it's that she fits my playstyle so much. She really fits my playstyle. I like her a lot. I'm gonna pull out Jericho and Manny just because of her. Put Manny as a primary damage dealer. For her Grimoire, for her rapier, I love it too. So she is going to be a character that I'm already high on. One. Two, I'm going to do her trial multiple times because the combo, and I'm about to do her staff now, the combos that I'm already looking at with her just from the trial stuff that I'm doing with her has me thinking like, oh, I could do this. Oh, I could do that. How does her event? That's what I'm trying to figure out now. I've only done this part of it. I'm gonna get to her adventure skill when I get done with this part of it and see what it is because I genuinely don't even. But thanks for watching, John Smith, Siggy. I'm gonna say Skio, AFS Skio. Hopefully I say that right. Okay, cool. So on to the staff. Staff is also wind element. Attacker who generates self-enhancing zones. Ooh. With dimensional enhancements or unleashes dimensional tears to awaken enemies while dimensional awakening is active. She can chain skills quickly to deliver devastating damage. So is this her DPS side? Activate dimensional wave or dimensional tear with a normal skill, increases wind damage dealt to enemies. Okay. Special attack dimensional enhancement creates a special zone that increases critical damage to enemies for a certain duration of time. So that's Priestess Blessing from Manny, basically. Using the special attack again while in the zone it is active, removes the existing zone and creates a new one as at Clotho's current location. Okay, fair. So then they say the cooldowns are going to be shorter than the actual duration of the thing. That's really cool. Normal skill dimensional wave creates a zone for a set duration, regularly inflicting damage to enemies inside it and pulling them in toward the center. Okay, I love this character. What's up, Gojo? I love this character. When two different zones overlap, it triggers dimensional tear to inflict dimensional erosion effect, dealing even greater critical damage. Ultimate grants Clotho dimensional awakening for a set duration. In this state, normal attacks are enhanced to deal increased damage and critical damage, and each hit decreases the normal skill cooldown. So that's why you could have two. Okay. Critical chance is increased when attacking targets affected by dimensional erosion. Fudge. 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 The problem I'm having now is I don't know which weapon I want to run her with because they all sound amazing. So the only thing that, okay, I'm being hyperbolic, but then the people who are used to my channel, they know that how like down I was on Daisy and how down I was on Escanor. And Escanor has proven himself to be okay. Like I grade him as a level B. Like he gets a B on the American scale of like grading A B C D E A B C D F. Right? I give Escanor B minus. You know what I mean? I give Daisy a B plus now that I know her. But at first, I was giving her like a D because I didn't like it, but I didn't know the game that well then. Now I'm already like I'm saying B plus on Clotho. I want to say A. I want to say A, but I'm trying not to be hyperbolic or be too prisoner of the moment. But everything about what they've said in her kit, I like. Look at her team comp and what fits best. Every weapon sounds really good so far. So this is going to be, that's what I'm saying. My hardest decision with Clotho right now is where the hell am I going to run her in the sense of like, there's too many places I could put her. So if I'm putting her on a win team, okay, let me do this. If I'm putting her on a win team with Elaine and Daisy and whoever else, I could run her as basically a burst building sub DPS. And I don't even know who would be my primary DPS in that situation. Maybe Daisy? I don't know. Because Daisy is better on damage when it's with her sword and shield. Elaine, I'm not used to putting her in that role, to be quite frank, as a DPS. It's usually like support, barriers, all that other stuff. But then I'll be running her on a different element. Then this here, she sounds like she's going to be doing damage. Like a lot of it. So if I'm even running her on a win team, which one? Do I want her as a damage dealer or do I want her have her as a damage dealer with the lane building the burst gauge? Basically, do I want that? Or do I want her building the burst gauge and setting up like Meliodas or whoever else? The healing comes from I'm gonna do this. We'll go back to the rapier. The healing comes from her laying down another buff. Let me go over here real quick. So I get to build multiple of these. I guess it just comes with me. The healing, from what I understand. So I've built this dimensional whatever this is. This is also cool looking. So when I build this as well, it's going to keep them in the center. If they try to come out, no, you stay where you are. So as this, oh wow, as this primary DPS, it's seemingly very simple, like very accessible. Crit damage increase. Like you can see the buffs down there below. Dog. I don't. Okay. Okay. I like everything about this. And so now the rift comes over here. Fair. I'm going to let this run down. There's only one dude left. We're going to run that. And now you're going to stay in that little dungeon of pain. This bubble of pain that I've created for you. I like this a lot. Wow. Just stay in this dungeon of pain, dog. This is what is... I like this a lot. Okay. Let me go back to the healing side of things. I'm going to go to her kit now. This is fun. Okay. Damn. I don't know why I'm saying damn as if I don't have her. I did pull her. I'm super happy about that. I don't know why I'm saying damn like this is an issue. Well, it is an issue because I don't know how to... She's too versatile. All right, so let's go to Clotho. All right, so I can't even get my brain right. So we want to look at the healing, and I believe that comes here, just to be on the safe side. All right, so Rift Encryption, attacking an enemy not affected by Spiritual Rift 5 times inflicts Spiritual Rift. Activating a Wind Burst, and this is where she's doing her burst stuff. Inflicts Dimensional Rift. Inflicts Wind Critical Attack. Okay, cool. I'm trying to get to the healing part of it for you, Sinistra. Final Strike inflicts damage equal to blah 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 blah. There was a healing portion here somewhere where she basically wait. Hopefully, I'm not confusing NTE real quick. I know it has healing on here, but I pulled Hotori on NTE, and she has a healing thing too. So let me not speak on it too much until I actually read it. Tag skill, whatever. Spiritual Rift, the attack increases. Okay, so then maybe it was on her Grimoire. It might have been on the Grimoire. Having to do with the runestones. Okay, here we go. So runestone. When hit, removes 1 stack of runestone and restores HP equal to 10% of the caster's max HP plus 60% of attack. At max stacks, cold damage increases by 10% and cold attack increases by 1.5% of the caster's max HP, max 1000. Okay. What? So if I stack these runes, so then I should run her with the Grimoire. If I'm doing a cold team. And if she's coming in as support. She's applying runestones. When the runestones get removed after being hit, restores HP equal to 10% of the caster's max HP. Grants all allied heroes max stacks of runestones. On her special attack. Sorry, y'all, that's my laundry. It's gonna have to wait. My laundry is gonna have to wait. I'm sorry. It is fine. It will have to wait. All right, here we go. Rune Awakening I need to look up to. Let's see. Rune Awakening grants max stacks of Rune Ward for 30 seconds. The first time this is affected is granted 5 times. Enhances heroes' rune stones to Rune Ward, removing all Rune Ward stacks when the effect is removed. Rune Ward, when hit, removes 1 stack and restores HP 25% of the caster's max HP plus 150% of attack. At max stacks, cold damage increases by 20% and cold attack increases by 4.5. So it functions like Diane. You got to get hit for less than the heal, but with cold damage. Yeah. So stack up. But then this is anybody gets hit. If I'm not mistaken, Diane is only if Diane gets hit, right, Sinestra? Because Diane is only if Diane gets hit. This is talking like if anybody gets hit while there's runestones up, then we heal. Oh, but with the cooldown. Let me see what you're saying. Cooldown is 10 seconds on this ultimate. Magic consumption is 2. But that's specifically to gain Rune Awakening. With the rune stones, you get that, the cooldown. This doesn't have a cooldown? Wait, the normal attack doesn't have a cooldown. Right, okay, but then you get... So you get 1 runestone stack for every 30 seconds, every 5 hits. Okay, so it's not stacking like crazy. It's a big healing for 2 magic points. Yeah, it is. It is. But also the healing isn't just from the ultimate. That's the thing. The healing comes from getting hit constantly. So she's putting out runestones, okay? You switch in and out, but she's putting out runestones on your squad. You sub her in, and then let's say you sub her out and you put in Jericho, right? Jericho's building up the burst gauge. Okay. Jericho's taking hits. Runestones are on Jericho, so she's still healing based off of those runestones. And then I could run this. So she's getting like smaller heals all the way through. And then I can run this. And then this just turns them into rune wards, which increases the healing. So it's you have to switch her in, tag her in fairly often to keep runestones on your team, but you can keep runestones on your team. They get hit. Jericho gets hit. She's healing at the same time. Granted, the hits will probably be heavier than what the heal is going to be since it's 10% of her max HP. At the same time, though, it's still a deduction. It's still a discount on how much damage you're taking. So it's acting like a pseudo shield, basically. Just damage reduction. I have to put it in the shield context. It's just damage reduction. It's just the way that they say it. Okay. I genuinely have no idea. Oh, by the way, Nick's Art, thank you for joining. I have no idea what weapon I want to run her with. Like, no clue. She is, but not all the time. And that's another thing too. The runestones don't necessarily stack up like a lot, because it's saying, at least on the normal attack, you're getting one runestone every 5 hits for 30 seconds. So it's not as though you're getting 40 runestones stacked on you. It's coming fairly rarely. Not fairly rarely, but like consistent, but not like, oh, it's happening every 10 seconds you get it. You run the ultimate, and then if you have additional rune stones, which maybe you do because, like you said, Jericho's hard to hit, so maybe you get 2, 3, 4 on her. You run the ultimate, turns the rune stones into rune ward. Then the rune wards you get hit, and that's 25% healing plus 150%. This rotation is going to have to be like specific or precise, but do potentials that? Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Let's see what the potentials do. Increases attack. Okay. I'm guessing it's going to be P5. Using a special attack increases the blah, 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 blah. Wind burst. Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong weapon. My apologies. Let's. Ayo. Oh, I can't because I have to do the. Oh. Okay, this is just kind of gotta do this part, guys. Sorry, so we can see the rest. Give me a second. Whatever, dog. Give me a second. Yeah, the main weapon is a rapier, but right now the way that I can't even say right now, Nix. Like every weapon on her is good. Every weapon on her is good. I just did a trial and did all 3 weapons. And each weapon impressed me more than the last. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, every weapon was good. Okay, so let's just do this really fast. Every weapon was good. Damn. Okay, so let's, close. So now I should be able to go to the weapons. All right, bet. Now we can check out the potential for that. Yep. Nope. Like I assume it's 5, but we'll see. Increases duration of enhanced normal skill by 1.5% and the enemy's cold damage taken by... No. Huh. Rune ward additional effect, which usually activates at maximum stacks, will activate when it's at least 1 stack. Okay, that's enhancing it. Increases the max stacks of rune ward by 3. Rune stones may be a minute away. Increase damage. Oh, so they don't have additional. Interesting. Daisy's main weapon is sword and shield. No one using that. And that's the other thing too. The SSR weapon on the workbench. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is that with Daisy's sword and shield, her best, you can use her as a nuke with the sword and shield, and it's cool. But why would you use her as a nuke when Meliodas exists? For fun, basically. You use her grimoire on her. Her SSR weapon on her workbench is the rapier. The way I'm reading this right now, it's amazing, the main weapon, but so is the grimoire. if I'm running a cold team. Um, it has me like they have me legit confused. She could be so useful on so many teams. Let's go up to the basic info on her main weapon. Hey yo, dog, what are we doing? Okay. Let's go to the basic info on our main weapon. So, attacking an enemy not affected by a spiritual rift. 5 times inflict spiritual rift. Wait, is this the? There's so much good stuff. Okay, sorry. Of activating wind burst on an enemy affected by spiritual rift, removes the effect and inflicts dimensional rift. Okay, and we're gonna get to spiritual rift decreases wind burst resistance by 20%. So then you're going to build the burst gauge quicker. That's what she's designed to do in this one. Inflicts wind damage equal to 10% of attack as a critical hit. Inflicts damage equal to 10% of attack as a critical hit every 2 seconds. Inflicts wind damage equal to 105% of attack as a critical hit when the effect is removed. So when things become dimensional rift, when you hit that burst gauge, then it inflicts wind damage equal to 10% of attack. I'm trying to. Did they nerf Escanor ability to speed up Manny's dual sword damage over time? I didn't hear anything about that. They didn't put that in any of the updates. They didn't put that in any of the dev notes that I've read, although they've come out with like 3. They came out with like 3 yesterday. I don't know though. Why would they do that? Why would they nerf that ability? Meaning I'm sure it's an advantage, but they allow for a lot of theory crafting. I don't know if they would. I don't know. Maybe. Is Escanor being used like that though? A lot? Becomes immune. I'm not impressed with him. I don't know. Maybe it's me not using him correctly. Becomes immune to reactions and inflicts damage. Oh, this is very Escanor in his second ability. Inflicts damage equal to 10% of attack while the stance is maintained. Additionally, increases the burst gauge by 10 plus 0.3% of attack. Max 60 every 3 hits. Final Strike inflicts damage equal to 46% of attack and against enemies affected by spatial rift. Additionally, increases the burst gauge by 50 plus 1% of attack. They mentioned in the patch notes, but I can't tell for sure by the wording. Are you cleared? Oh, congratulations. I have not done any of that. Do they put in the new sector? They put in sector 3 today too, right? For the time space. Inflicts damage equal to 105%, 151% of attack. Attacking an enemy affected by dimensional rift removes the stack, each inflicting additional damage equal to 50% of attack 3 times as critical hits. Attacking an enemy affected by dimensional rift removes the stack of each inflicting additional damage equal to 50% of attack 3 times as critical hits. 3 times? So from removing 1 stack, you're doing 3 attacks at 50%, so 150 as a critical hit. Inflicts damage equal to 342% of attack against enemies affected by spatial rift. Well, I keep saying spiritual. Spatial rift. The attack increases the burst gauge by 10 plus blah 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 blah. As much as I like this for building up the wind burst gauge, 1, I don't know that it's going to beat Diane or Jericho. We'd have to check that. 2, I'm liking the Grimoire more. The staff. And the staff as well. When you have, thanks for sharing Clotho's ability. I need this for what I need on my build. What are you trying to build? The dimensional rift thing, making her like a primary damage dealer. I like that a lot as well. So it might be that her signature weapon is 3rd on my list. Increases wind damage by 25% for 20 seconds. Inflicts 100. Blah. Creates a zone which lasts for 15 seconds. That's a lot of seconds. While inside, the hero's crit chance increases by 20%. Crit damage increases by 40%. Using the skill again While a zone is active, removes it and creates a new one. 15. Okay, cool. This creates a zone which lasts 7.5 seconds, inflicting damage equal to 5% of attack to enemies in range every 0.5 seconds. And pulling them toward the center. I love that it's pulling them towards the center. It's keeping them there. I love that. If the heroes, 2 instances of normal skill dimensional wave overlap, it activates normal skill dimensional tear. Okay. So if I do this, if I do this twice, if I do dimensional wave twice in the same spot, it then creates dimensional tear. Creates a zone which lasts 10 seconds, inflicting damage equal to 9% of attack to enemies in range every 0.3 seconds. I like that. Pulling them towards the center and inflicting dimensional erosion. Decreases crit defense by 10%. So then that means there has to be a way to reduce the cooldown of this, which I'm assuming is dimensional domination. I'm hesitating if I should pull for her or not. I am absolutely in love with her right now, and I've just got her 30 minutes ago. I'm absolutely in love with Clotho, and I don't know which ability, I don't know which weapon I want to run her with. So far, Grimoire, I could do that with the Cole team. The Rapier, I could run her as the Burst Gate, and I like it. But then this Dimensional Rift stuff for her staff or her wand, loving that. Okay, sorry. 14% of attack. Okay, enters a state of Dimensional Awakening for 12 seconds. Dimensional Awakening enhances normal attacks to inflict 14% of attack up to 1,176% while the stance is maintained. Okay, so that's the normal attack up there. I'm looking for dimensional enhancement. With the last hit inflicting blah, 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 blah. Each hit of this attack decreases the hero's normal skill by 0.5% and increases the critical damage of the enhanced attacks by 1%. Enhanced normal attacks have 20% increased crit chance against enemies affected by dimensional erosion. Yeah, the staff animations are crazy too. They're awesome. Oh, she reduces crit defense. That's the one. You think so? You think so? I mean, yeah, because she's increasing crit chance, crit damage, and decreasing the crit defense. Fair, all fair. On this one, she's basically letting your entire team heal during the entire battle. She does have it all, but they're all on different weapons, Nixon. I don't know which ones to go for. The special attack on the staff is great for all build, I think. Yeah. Like she's... This is tough. This is tough. I don't know what I want to build. I genuinely don't know what I want to build. The weapon might make me pull. Not sure. Oh, so you're not sure if you're going to pull for Clotho at all so far, Sinestra? The staff might make you pull. This might be, because I'm relatively new. I've been playing it for a while, but I'm relatively new. Or maybe it's just my style of play. I'm so excited. You think the staff is the best? Okay. I can't argue. It's really good. I can't even argue that. As a matter of fact, wait, is it staff or wand? This is wand, right? No, staff. My bad. Okay. I'm gonna make this decision, and then I'm gonna have to find a wand for Manny at some point. So far, I did that. Just did that, but I'm happy I did. Staff is universal. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I'm gonna have to make a staff for her. This doesn't even fit her, but I'm just putting it on just to put it on. All right. So regardless of, so SSR 50 staff, we use that one, right? So this will be her weapon that I'm trying to use her with for. Yeah, I'm gonna use the staff on her. I will put a SR level 40 staff on Manny later. She'll get her just desserts. This. Oh no 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 no. This up here. I just put one on Gila. We're gonna go back to it in a second because I'm put up. And then this, I'm not taking that off of Elaine. I don't believe. No, I'm gonna have to make one of these, and I might take this off Gila because I am slightly disappointed in that fire team. She's not main DPS. I'd probably use an SR for that staff. Yeah, no, I will. You mean for Manny? Yeah. Can the buff also be doubled? Let's see. I'm going to take this off Gila, put this on her. I like Gila. I do, but Gila's value comes from Escanor. I'm not using Escanor that much. This is just, I will have to fix this later. Just so I remember. Okay, and then for her Grimoire, I do not want to take that off of Elaine, so I might make her Grimoire. Staff is for DPS. Yeah, staff is hers as DPS. All right, so let's go back because someone just asked. Hold on. Oh, you mean, sorry, Sinestra, I misread you. You mean that you wouldn't use her with the staff as main DPS. You would just put an SR staff on her. I'll go to the engraving in just a second. No problem. But there was something else you asked. The special attack twice. I'll go to the engraving in just a moment. Yeah, you can run the normal skill twice. It's when you come down here and you activate this. This decreases the cooldown. The Dimensional Awakening decreases the cooldown of the normal skill. And you want to run the normal attack twice because if you run it twice, then you get, instead of Dimensional Wave, you get Dimensional Tear when they overlap. And then that increases damage. You didn't see what? Sinestro. Okay, sorry. I got to remember that I'm actually like, I should probably speak and say what I'm thinking as I'm thinking it. As a matter of fact, we can just, I will leave it. I don't know. I'm recording a bunch of this right now. I don't know what good it's doing. The Grimoire, I'm going to come back to because I'm not taking it off of Elaine. But I feel like I should make one. I'm going to sound crazy. This is the first character that I think I should have every Again, I'm late mid game. Let's say that I'm not in game. All right. This is the character where I'm like, oh, I gotta have all SSR weapons next to Meliodas, and I still haven't done his axe yet. But I'm so excited about her and everything that she can do, and I could put her in so much stuff. Yeah, the engraving. One sec, because I do need to check that now. You can't engrave her with Star Guardian, and you can't engrave her with. There was another one that you can use, so she only has two. Watch out. Okay. Let's see. All right. Each hit an ally lands on the enemy with burst activated inflicts spatial collapse. Sinestra, I think this is what you meant by can you get more than one, right? Weren't we talking about spatial rift? Each wand attack on an enemy without a burst activated removes one spatial collapse stack, inflicts additional damage equal to 20% of attack, and increases the burst gauge by 6. So that's for her rapier. And then this one, I'll go back and forth. Um, oh, increases the duration of dimensional awakening by 6 seconds. Attacking. Oh, come on, come on. Help me out here. Attacking an enemy within the duration inflicts dimensional expansion on the target for 20 seconds. Each hit on an enemy with dimensional expansion increases the normal attack damage taken from the caster by 5%. This is the one. This is the one that I need to form to go with her staff. That's it. That's the one right there. And I need to just get like, so I'm going for this one. If I'm running her as DPS, I'm going for this one. Mm-mm. It seems to stack on top of the dimensional awakening. You get dimensional expansion, and then the normal attack cooldown. Normal attack, not yeah. The normal attack cooldown is increased, or sorry, damage is increased. Wait a sec. Make sure I'm not confusing something. Yo. Yeah, so we're running her. All right. So it's just increasing this attack. All right, that's fine. Because I was hoping it would reduce this cooldown. I was hoping it would reduce the cooldown of this, and it's not. It's increasing the duration of. You know what? Let me stop. Let me stop messing around. Y'all gonna have to just forgive me for 1 second. Because I keep going back and forth. And I want to be able just to clip this stuff and read it. And not just go back and forth on everything. All right, so hold on a sec. We're going down to her things here. We will snatch this up. I don't know why I'm trying to use that. Each wind attack on the enemy, burst gauge, etc. I'm not even joking. It feels like her rapier is like the third on my list of weapons that I want to use. Like her, that weapon is like third on the list. It's nice. It's fantastic. Whatever. It's third on the list. Am I crazy? Those of you who know this game better than me, am I insane? Because I would rather have this just based off of the weapon that I would use. Let's do that. Come on now. So I'm going to save this so we can look at it together. Which one is this one? Explorers activewear. Oh, that is true. It is, but that's the thing, though. I hear you on that one, Nix. And typically in this, once the wind DPS is out. But what about now? And when does the wind DPS come? That's one. Two, and I mean, some people could use a lane as the wind DPS, I guess. Two, for right now, though, I like the wind damage over time. That's fair. So does the staff. Yeah, only testing will tell, to be fair. That's true. That's true. That's true. Sorry, distracted. Trying to be sure I save this one and then come back here. Okay, that's good enough. I don't have to be perfect. It's just for us. Okay, so this one I need to clip because the concept right now is what I'm trying to get a good grasp on of in terms of this seems like it's going to be the route that I go. In fact, it is the route that I'm going to go. That's not that stupid. I think I'm leaning towards her as a DPS. I do love the grimoire. There's nothing about the engraving that even supports the grimoire a little bit, which I don't know that the grimoire needs help. And then on top of all of that, um, her third weapon is the one I'm least excited about, or her first weapon, the main weapon, is one I'm least excited about, and it's good. It's just the others are great. It is really good. The others are great. Um, mm. All right, so I'm gonna put this up for us to like compare. As soon as I can get around to saving all this stuff real quick, get my brain right. I need to get my brain right. Light party outfit. That's funny. And then, okay, we can still kind of read that. All right, so if you guys forgive me for taking this time, hopefully you will see what I'm trying to compare and be like, oh, I'm glad he did that. As opposed to being like, man, this dude's taking forever just to do nothing. Okay, so let's put this up. We're gonna run all of these comparisons like side by side. She's insane with burst and just as crazy on support. So it depends on what you need on your team, because if you use Melly, you don't have Jericho for burst, but you running Manny and Daisy for it. The book might be carried by the new healing accessory rather than an engraving for now. Fair. Support, then you might use her rapier for burst. Wonder what her charge is like. Okay. That's a fair point too. The healing accessory. All right. So try to prepare all of this, all of that, all of that. Would love for this perspective to be a little bit different, but that's fine. Okay. So then from what I've read so far, and I'm trying to prepare it so that you guys can like read it all side by side, as I've said already. But from what you've read so far, in terms of her kit and in terms of what the engraved armor says, which weapon would you start to develop? Which weapon are you looking at first? I will say, because I think, truth be told, this is really, for me, this is really like, hey, this is what I'm doing first, but I'm about to do all of her stuff, and not just, hey, I'm about to do all of her stuff the same way I did it for Meliodas, and I'm never planning on using the axe, and I really don't plan on using the dual blades. I think that it'll end, and I'm not saying the dual blades are bad and the axe is just too complicated. It tries too hard. But if it is, she is a character that I feel like I'm going to be able to shift her weapons over into, hey, I just want to fight in this style with a Cole team. You know what I mean? I feel like I can just put her on the side of healing. I'm short on healing. You can just fill in a gap if you have a team and it's like, hey, I don't know what to do here. I need a DPS. Okay, plop her in. I need a sub DPS. I need someone to build up burst gauge. Plop her in. I need healing. Plop her in. Like, it feels like she can go anywhere. So if that is the case, and then your point about the accessory probably helping with her healing, and I have to read through this in a second, which one are you going to go for? Which armor are you engraving? Which weapon do you want to use? given the information I've tried to give you guys so far, which one seems most appealing? I'm gonna come back and read it just a second. All right, so no one will be the best support as Elizabeth once she is out. True, but she ain't out yet. She will be the best support. They'll make sure of that. They will make sure of that. Healing is only need if you die. Otherwise, always damage support. Oh, Sinestra, you like to cause pain. Gotcha. Um, no, Elizabeth will be when she's out, but she ain't out yet. So at the end of the day, it's all what your team is lacking or what area you can strengthen in your team. But overall, she's really well-rounded character on either weapon. That's the thing. Ryan, thank you for joining too. That's the thing. It's like she's everywhere. You can do anything with her. It's the Reading Rainbow. Oh, who's gonna know Reading Rainbow? I'm old. All right. So let's add a window capture here, so we can go ahead and show this stuff off. Or just an image. Okay. I'm leaning towards the Explorer's activewear. That's where my head is right now. I'm gonna put this down here and I'm gonna block the chat a bit so you guys gonna have to, well, the chat hasn't been up for a minute anyway. So forgive. We're gonna put this here. I'm gonna add another image. And now I'll keep this forever. That way I never have to do this again. So my bad, guys. All right, let's get to part 2. Also known as part 12 because I'm crazy. All right, so yeah, this looks sloppy. Apologies. Anyway, so this is for her staff. So when we come here to read the staff, oh, I got an announcement. What's the announcement? What? Do we get free stuff? Where the free stuff at? Hulk transformation guide. Well, not right now. Okay, so see, they got me. They knew I'd get distracted. So for her staff, we can go up to basic info. That's a little bit better organized. I can't even see the thing I created. That's hilarious. Increases duration of dimensional awakening by 6 seconds. Dimensional awakening happens here and it's supposed to last for 6. So it's 18 seconds that it increases that period of time, enhancing normal attacks to inflict 14% of attack up to 1,176%. While the stance is maintained. Okay. With the last hit inflicting 72% damage of attack, or 72% of attack. Each hit of this attack decreases the normal skill cooldown. So if it's lasting 18 seconds and you're decreasing the normal skill cooldown, dimensional, not erosion, dimensional expansion. Each hit on the enemy with dimensional expansion increases their normal attack damage taken by the caster by 5%. The crit damage buffs just for her or team wide. Good question. It sounds like it's team wide. Well, no, because it says enhances normal attacks. It says normal attacks. It doesn't say dimensional projection. So it sounds like it's using the normal attacks to do the increase. Increases the heroes. I guess it means this heroes. Ooh, we can go in and try something. Although I still haven't built her yet, so I'd have to see it. But that's a good question. I thought it was team wide. Hold up. Increases wind damage by 25% for each time the hero activates. Well, okay. Oh, if it's all for her. The heroes crit. It says the heroes. And now I'm asking a general question. It says the heroes, the heroes, the heroes. Do they mean this hero or the hero that's on the field? Because typically, wouldn't they say team wide? But I'm not sure. Looks like for team. Otherwise, they would have specified elemental damage. They only specified elemental damage in terms of the passive, which fair enough. But then again, even if it's elemental damage, if I'm bringing in a lane, she does wind damage, so that could still be not for saying the element doesn't necessarily mean it's just for that one character. I'm trying to think because I'm trying to check the language. Whose buffs only help them, and when they're off the field, it's done. So, for example, if I go up to this healing thing, right, increases all allied heroes cold damage by 6%. All allied heroes cold damage, right? Ooh, Sinestro might have come up with a point. Increases wind damage, but for each time the hero. It doesn't say all allied heroes. Gojo, don't worry. I wasn't going to trust that regardless. Look at someone's crit damage, then activate it, switch characters, and go to the stats menu. In the battle? I didn't even know that was a thing. Give me a little bit further description. I didn't know that was something you could look at. All right. Give me a little bit more of a description of how to do that, and I'll do that right now. I got no problem with it. All right, so that was for if it's only for her. Oh, that hurts. But she does the dimensional rift thing, so then it doesn't that stay when she's on the field? So technically, even if she is not on the field, if I'm creating that dimensional rift, that's what it's called, right? Just to be sure I'm saying it correctly. Dimensional tear in the dimensional way. If I'm doing those things, those stay on the field once she's off the field, right? Once I saw a video, I was so motivated to just build a crazy damage over time team. This is where being a content creator who doesn't watch other content creators might be a benefit. I know I lose a lot of stuff where I'm not like learning from others. I typically learn from you guys on the stream who are like, "Hey, don't do that," and I'm like, "You right." Like that's how I typically learn is through you guys lately. Well, for this game, let's put it that way. But like, I would be so upset if I watched this guy do this video and I did everything he told me to do, and it's like, wait, what? You lied to me? Why would you even do that? What benefit do you get from it? I don't understand. Okay. Just fight someone that can't kill you. Activate it. Then go to the character's info screen. Hit triangle to see if the. Okay, let me see. So with her, well, first let's make sure we do it correctly. If I go to this, while I'm in this zone, it increases my crit damage and crit chance by 40%. And then this one, Dimensional Awakening, enhances normal. Okay. So we're going to try to create that zone and then check. All right, head to have fun at work. I know it's oxymoron. I say that to you every time, but have fun at work. Appreciate you. All right, so go to an enemy that can't kill us. Who wants to fight me? We should probably check the stats first for the characters. That was the dumbest way for me to go about doing that. Let's go to hero info. Daisy. Diane, not Daisy. Stats info. Her crit chance is at 51%. Her crit damage is at 123. So 51, 123. Funnily enough, I don't know, and I'm just being extra now. We'll do this. It is this that creates it, right? All right, so then we switch you in. Then it says we can go to. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? No, I think I did that wrong. No, I think I did that wrong. Um, I think I did that wrong. Oh, and it's gone now anyway. So let's go fight something outside. Let's fight something outside. Bet, bet, bet. Okay, so let's fight something. I'm in a good mood. Clotho seems like all, but she's giving me issues. Where am I going? She's giving me issues because I don't know what I want to do yet. But you know what? We can go ahead and go down to Big Moss the Boss. We'll go here. I think though Werebear might be able to take us out since she has like no armor on her right now. She has nothing. She has nothing. No tings. Let's just give her something. Since her HP is literally 3,000 right now. Blackout. There's a nice little mismatch of armor that she won't have for very long. Okay, so her HP is at least up to be able to take a couple hits. Where are you at, Werebear? Cutest name ever for a monstrous bear. Where's the Werebear? There he is. All right, I'm sorry. I'll stop with the cheesy jokes for now. Let's see. So, hey, what's up? How you doing? And then we go here. Hey. Oh, well, you know, I can't when the thing keeps hitting me. I should be able to freeze them, but nope. Let's try that one more time. What I did notice was once you use Dimensional Tear, Rift, the one who doesn't know she stays on the field, even when she switches, so it might be some. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like it stays on the field even though I switched her out. So, yo, guys, you guys are so eager to catch these hands. Just chill out for a second. Let me switch this up. Let me dodge back a minute. Let me go here. Hey! Ah! They keep hitting me. I need to be able to stun them while I do it, honestly. Or we do it anecdotally. So you're the Werebear, right? It's you. 1, 2, 3. 3,000, 1,000, 2,000 for the crit hits. 2,000 for the crit hits, 1,000 for the regular roll. So we'll do this. Bang, bang, bang. She's now doing 4,000. Hey, stop it. 4,000, 3,000, 4,000 consistently. 6,000. And this is just basic. So it looks like just from trying it like this. Oh, sorry, bro. It looks like just from trying it like this, I'm not wasting any cube keys on that right now. You insane? Just from doing it that way, that the crit damage from that side. Oh my God. I'm trying not to kill you guys. And now here comes this mushroom mofo. I need a safe space. Please? Thank you. I'm trying to talk. Oh, there's a chest over here. Well, thank you for directing me towards that first. And now we can peace out. Okay. So it looks like from that, it looks like I'm going to get crit damage when I put down the Dimensional Rift stuff, right? That was the first like worry of it. Where are we at? Going back to her. It looks like that's the case when she's running with the staff. And then the other boosts, I don't think it's gonna help with the normal skill cooldown though. I think that's gonna be specific to her if she stays on the field. However, the other portion of it is I'm pretty sure if she is staff, you're running her as a primary DPS. Let's try her with the rapier and see how that goes. This is building up the burst gauge. Should I build a little experiment? I'll build a little experimental team around her right now. Let's do that. Fire dungeon team does not work. So we will replace you with wind or avatar style air. Wind. And then there's going to be a cold team that comes from this too at a certain point. All right, so wind, we want to use Elaine and we want to use her staff, but I think her staff does do burst gauge. But we'll just leave that for there for now. We're going to put in Daisy. No, not you, Meliodas. You stay trying to be on somebody's team. All right, so Meliodas, no. Daisy, yes. Daisy, albeit her grimoire is the best. Should I just go for staff anyway? And then we put in Clotho here. Switch. There she is. Switch. Rapier, burst damage. If we're doing buffs. Yeah, so Elaine is the DPS in this setup. I don't know. I rarely have used her as a DPS. It doesn't feel it. I mean, I'm gonna do it now just to see. But she's building up the burst gauge. We're getting buffs from Daisy so that Elaine can come in and do the damage. No, you got to put Meliodas in there, right? Of course you are. So, I mean, we're going to put him in, but not necessarily running him with this team. But change team, it is what it is. Let's go fight something. Let's go fight stuff. Let's see how much her birth. This video, I got to stop recording at some point. Big Moss, the boss. All right, so let's go ahead and go there. I'm going to make a cup of coffee in a second. This is dealing with the burst. So actually, funnily enough, what I should do is that, given that was the information for the dimensional rift stuff, I am going to now change. I'm going to now change this to support using. Let's see. So image 1, we're going to change to the other armor. Okay. Okay. So we've changed it to the other armor now. Each of an ally lands on the enemy with a burst activated inflicts spatial collapse on them. Each wind attack on the enemy without burst activated removes spatial collapse stack, inflicts additional damage equal to 20%. So it's increased damage with her as a sub DPS. Okay, fair. Elaine is going to be the damage dealer here, or one of them. But really, we're trying to see what it's like to build a burst gauge using Clotho. I probably should. Let's see, it's 5 attacks, I think. And then I can use triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your spatial rift. And I don't remember if I go circle or if I go triangle. What's this whole block thing that keeps popping up? Okay, so you don't have spatial rift now. Bet. Why are y'all following me like this? Oh, maybe because wind is not great against them? I don't know. Doing basically no damage. Big Moss might be actually resistant to wind. Oh, there it is. And then a lane comes in, I guess, as the damage dealer. That's good damage. Okay, so then we go back to you. We use this on you. I genuinely believe I picked the absolute worst thing to go at. I think Big Moss is like resistant to any of this stuff. Oh, there was still burst gauge left. What just happened there? Okay, we're gonna run out and go to somewhere else. I think that Big Moss is literally like, I don't care about your wind. You would think a bird is not good with wind either, or is really good against wind too. What is your weakness? You don't say. The new animations are cool. The new animations are amazing. That's part of the reason why I want to stick with the staff too. The animations for the staff are awesome. All right, so let's go back to. Who are we gonna? Oh, we can fight the pirate. The pirate, or actually, you're easier to get to and faster to get to. You. Okay, so start tracking. Grab this. Go. Didn't seem like she was building the burst gauge like particularly fast. Then again, that was just. I think I literally just used the wrong character. Whoop whoop whoop. Okay, so we come back out. Here we go. Nope, out of the way, bro. This would be. Why is this block thing coming up? Oh, you know what it is? It's probably because she's so weak. I haven't done anything in terms of her masteries at all whatsoever. Because, just got her an hour ago. This is probably why it's not fantastic at the moment. So I do need to work on her a bit. Dimensional Rift. Oh, got him. Got him. I do like that. Or not. Was it Dimensional Rift? Yeah. Spatial Rift. Oh no, I am in a bad way. Let me go ahead and get rid of this thing. You don't want to die like this. This would be a good chance for her to be like using her cold weapon, using the Grimoire. Stay down. This would be a good chance for her to use the Grimoire. Is Clotho's staff a buffer? No. It does. Okay. It seems like it will buff a lot, but it also seems like they want you to use her as a DPS in that scenario. But I think it does create, well, not even think, it does create the circle around. What is block? I think block, yeah, that is something that I was looking at too. I don't know why block keeps popping up like that. I do not know why block keeps popping. I at first attributed it to the fact that she was or is new and I just got her. And so maybe because I haven't built the masteries, they are blocking some of her attacks. But then I put in Meliodas and there was a bunch of blocks. So I don't know what that is. Honestly, maybe because the continued attack from the wind damage was being blocked from her. Maybe because right now she is built up to like literally there's nothing on her except for like 2 SSR weapons I've put on her. As it stands for me so far, the armor's trash at the moment. So as it stands for me with her at the moment, and there's no masteries, I like her staff. I'm hesitant to say this. I love the staff so far. I think the staff would be. It's between the staff and the Grimoire, which ones I'm using. if I'm being frank. Nope, we're not switching that out. The rapier might be a thing. Oh, okay, Sinesha, thank you for that clarification. So they changed perseverance to block, which makes sense, honestly. And then I believe that's why block appears. Okay, that actually makes a lot more sense in terms of just wording, which I like. Okay, so far, staff is amazing, grimoire is amazing, rapier's good. The reason why I'm putting it down to good is that there's if you don't have a sub DPS to build up burst gauge, she can. She does it well so far from what I've seen. It's not better than Diane, what she does. I would put it in the realm of like Jericho, maybe even a step below. The damage from it though might push it over the edge of which one you would rather have. Because there are things in her kit from the rapier that does add additional damage while she's doing her thing. And then Meliodas comes in or whatever. People want to win DPS, but until they like figure out a solution for Meliodas, the Grimoire does a lot of healing. And actually, you know what? Let us do this. I want to try to use her Grimoire and some of the healing. Problem is, you know what? I will take this off of Elaine for now, but it's going back to Elaine immediately. Let's do that. And then I'm going to build this cold team with her. And she's going to be the healer for this cold team. Earth, beta. I got to keep my explorer team. All right, so we'll just have a beta test team right now. Switch out. We'll put Jericho here. Although well, if I'm using Jericho as the sub DPS, sorry, this is how I set up my like sticks. This is how I set up everything so I can time things out right. My sub DPS goes over here on this side. My primary DPS, which in this scenario is going to be Manny, goes here. She's going to be healing / support. So I don't know if I want to take Daisy off or not, but we will go ahead and put her here. And then I don't know who's gonna. Well, I guess Elaine doesn't have her Grimoire, so it doesn't help that she's gonna come in with barrier regardless. So we'll just remove. We'll just run these 3. That's fine. So the idea here being Clotho is the support who's going to provide the heals and everything else. Jericho's our sub DPS. Manny's our primary DPS. Oh, but if Manny's going to be the primary, her weapon should probably change to this. All right, bet. Think we're good to go on that. I don't even know what masteries to do with her yet. Okay, regardless. All right, so then this is her running with the Grimoire. I don't think we could take out. Could we take him out? What you looking at? Because I think he's weak to cold as well. Nope, he's weak to lightning. Never mind. We hate you the most, but we need like a representative battle, so we can run with you. You're gonna give us damage. It's gonna be fun to kill you because I do not like you. And now we'll see about the whole rune stack thing that Sinestra had a question about. Just to go back and double check. Skill info. So allies increases allied heroes cold damage by 6% and decreases damage taken by 3% for every rune stone or rune ward. So I should run in with her here, attack, and get 5 hits. Stack up some rune stones. Come in then with Jericho. Let Jericho build up the burst gauge. The rune stones help us with the healing. So I'm alternating between these two, back and forth, back and forth. Maybe even run the special attack with her first, and then back and forth, back and forth. Inflicts damage equal to 76%. If a hero has Rune Awakening, it is enhanced by 2.5% inflict. Sounds like she wants to stay on the field and do more damage too. You gain Rune Awakening from the... Okay. All right, let's see. I'm not going to do this right the first time, guys. Just so you know. And Clotho riding Midnight Fang is all kinds of awesome. All right, here we go. Whoop, whoop, oh, there's the block. And she does no damage. No damage. All right, so... Well, let's do this then. Let's see if we can go ahead and get these runestones up. From that, then we sub her out immediately before she dies on us. We do this. We've increased the damage. Increase the damage. Okay, so now we come in with Manny. And I would need you guys to help me out here. Oh! I did not think we were able to freeze bosses. Like, yo! I did not know that was a thing. Yo! We still here? We still here, Mr. Frog? Oh my good, that was fun just to see. Dog, that was fun just to look at. Let's go ahead and stack these back up, and maybe that gets us some more healing for when we actually take damage. Let's get Jericho back out there to build up this gauge. And then as we take damage, I'm looking to check to see if we're healing at all. Burst gauge is stacked up. That was... I thought we weren't able to freeze bosses. I need to go... Okay. By the way, you see those crystals rotating around. Those are from Clotho. So that sticks around. Yo. Should I get this anyway? Nah, I can afford it. Yeah, okay. Because I'm going to need that for the masteries anyway. Hold up. We need you to come and stand over here in the corner right fast. Summons a clone at a designated location, after which you can teleport to that location for a set time. Anyway, damage. So I didn't quite catch because I was too busy playing when we were getting hit, but our health didn't go down that far. Were we healing at the same time? I ran in and did this first. Grants max stacks of Rune Ward for 30 seconds the first time the effect is granted. Enhances the hero's runestone's effect and rewards it. Removes all Rune Ward stacks when the effect is removed. So it's giving me all that extra heal stuff, but then once that thing, after the 30 seconds, is all removed. Inflicts damage if the hero has Rune Awakening. So run that next. It is enhanced by 2.5% to inflict, etc., etc. Freeze. Enemies hit 5 times are frozen for 6 seconds. Now, I will say this. I don't think he was frozen for 6. He was frozen for a minute, though. 6 seconds. Was that 6 seconds of being frozen? Hit by... this is the normal skill. So, like... While Rune Awakening is going, if you're hit 5 times, you're going to get frozen? What's up, Stefan? This is fun. Wait a sec. It's okay. There's something stupid I want to try now. Who else is on this squad? I need to add somebody just rando. Let's just add like Diane to this real fast. Cause I don't want to say what I think I saw. Cause it might be really stupid. Does this work on Abyss? I don't know yet, Sinestro. We about to find out over the course of time. We're about to find out. But I am very curious about something. I don't know why I'm tracking. Everybody knows exactly where he is. I'm very curious about something because it said 5 hits and then you're frozen, right? Once that is activated, this can't be right. I might be doing something stupid here just with the hopes of like this thing is insane. So this is Frost Rune deployment. So I'm deploying those things around me, correct? All right. So I can run in with the Rune Awakening, do Frozen Rune deployment, Frost Rune deployment. We're not going to do the special attack. We'll just do the normal attack. So I want the ultimate and then the normal skill. Do I have enough magic points for the ultimate right now? I do not. So let's take on Draco first. Try to stack that stuff up. All right, yeah, it's Draco, right? His name's Draco. Take on Draco first. Try to stack that stuff up real quick. And then we will... Wait, Draco's in this direction? He is this way, right? Here I go saying I don't need to tag or like track these dudes and I'm already lost. Oh no, there he is. See, stop climbing, lady. I knew he was there. Okay, so let's get on over there then. Because here's something I am very curious about. Okay, so get up. Hey. Why are you being such a jerk? Stop that. Bruh. Okay. We'll do this. Then we'll do this. Then we'll do this. Okay. So now if I come back in here with this. So that is not doing what I thought it would. Unless I just read this completely wrong. But now I want you to hit me to see, yep, we healed. Now let me see if when I do this with someone else, yep, we're healing still. Hit me again. That's a rune, right? We don't have a time limit on this dude, right? We get to just battle him till we done. All right, let's put all these rune wards up on us. And then we will go back to Manny and let Manny get hit. Yeah, so that heals us. So as opposed to Diane, where it is, yeah, I do. I pulled her. It was awesome. It was a good day already. We just got here. Bet. So basically, burst gauge is up. Come on. Do I need? No, I don't need this from you. I was trying to get that frozen to trigger again. So it doesn't work on elite bosses from what I see because it says 5 hits and you get it. Right? Am I misreading this? I'm at the end soon, guys. Inflicts damage. Blah, blah, blah. If the hero has Rune Awakening, I need to do the Rune Awakening first for that 30 seconds, then hit 5 times. So it goes ultimate. No, I said this earlier. Ultimate, normal skill, 5 hits. Ultimate, normal skill, 5 hits. Ultimate, normal skill, 5 hits. Let's see if this works on the demon. To be fair as well, the demon does not like being frozen, so this may not work on him regardless. Wait, is he immune to being frozen actually? I think all of them are, but seeing the poison toe get frozen has me questioning everything right now. Oh, but he is weak to cold. He is weak to cold. And his immunity to freeze is removed. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it was. Okay, that's what it was. When cold burst is activated, his immunity to freeze is removed. Okay. So then that was a special scenario because that's the weakness of the frog. All right, so then they are immune to freeze, just he isn't when burst gauge is activated, which then means I can go in with Clotho later. We can go check that very quickly. I'll show you very quick. The passive that she has on her rapier, which, if I'm being honest, what is her passive? Attacking an enemy not affected by spiritual whiff 5 times gives them spatial rift. I keep saying it. Sorry. Activating a wind burst on an enemy affected by spatial rift removes the effect and inflicts dimensional rift. That's on her passive. So she immediately, well, if you activate the burst gauge, yeah. And then dimensional rift inflicts wind damage equal to 10% of attack as a critical hit for 2 seconds. Inflicts wind damage equal to 105% of attack as a critical hit when the effect is removed. So yeah. Anybody else in the chat? As is in the no, it's cool. It's cool. It's sorry that you asked. It's sorry that you asked. Because right now, and I said this before, oh, why does it keep playing? Oh, sorry. Sinestra mentioned that they changed the perseverance stat to a block rating, and she thinks that's why block is coming up over and over and over again instead of or now at this point. Okay, so I want to go in with the ultimate, then circle, then attack with Diane, because I'm looking for something very, very specific, and I think I'm being extra. It's probably not what the case is, but it is what it is. The frog is not back. Y'all said y'all were going to make these cooldown times shorter. Yo. I guess not that damn short, huh? Let's go to the login screen. I'm really happy, I gotta admit. And I need to stop recording. This is like an hour, 30-minute long video right now. I'm not putting out an hour, 30-minute long video on just rambling about Clotho. I know that much for a fact. I'm not that dumb. As a matter of fact, we can just stop this now. I don't know why I keep it going. It's fun. 90% of this is going to be cut. It's going to be like, oh, I got her. She seems awesome. And that's going to be the video. Hey, what's up, buddy? Nice to see you back amongst the land of the living. So I'm going to try to stack up some of these magic points so I can... Hey, bro. Why are you so aggressive? Chill out. Oop. So upset with me today. What's going on? You mad? All right, so this is that. Now I want to try to... I wanted to try to bring her in where her ultimate was going to be ready, but it's not yet. And so we're going to do this to try to get some points up so that, you know, we can do that a little bit more, because I wanted to try something that I think, oh, nope, that ain't it yet. That ain't it yet. Arg. This happens when you get 10 hits. There it is, but now it doesn't matter because now I need the burst gauge to be back up, right? So let's get Jericho in there. Build this burst gauge back up. And then we can try this thing with Clotho, where this is activated, bet. This is activated, bet. Diane comes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, not gonna work that way. I was hoping. But then if I put in Manny, should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cancun. You're going home. No, it still didn't work. Okay. And you're walking back to your spot to regain your health. We know. We know. But to that craftable weapon thing, I don't know that I'm going to craft that weapon for her now. I was thinking on it. The problem with it now is he's not going to be able to freeze until I build the burst gauge, which then means I need Jericho to come in here. Bet. She stays behind him. Cool. Now you come in. Bet. RT. Boom. Your immunity to freeze has been removed. Thanks for knocking me down, buddy. 30 seconds to get this off. There's the freeze. That's probably not on chill stats, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Nope, doesn't work that way. So I have to have... But that seems not right. We'll keep doing that then. Hey. What are you doing, buddy? You seem upset. All right, so let's just go ahead and get him out the paint right now. Just cause. Thanks, Jericho. So then the plus side of all that was kept them alive. That's why my health bar is so high up. I need to go back to the center so he does not eliminate me based off this. He stays frozen while we while out on him. This is fun. This is fun. This is so much fun. So much fun. All right. Sure, dropping to say, hey, I'm going to bed. All right, man. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Hi. Night, night. All right. And I'm going to have to end the stream soon now anyway. I love Clotho. A lot. She will be my focus for the next, I don't know, few days while I learn her. If I'm building up the weapon, if I'm building up her weapons, I'm gonna probably go with the staff mastery first, Grimoire second, Rapier third. That might change based on playing with her, using her more. But the way that it looks right now, I love using that staff. Absolutely love it. Go ahead and do that now. That doesn't matter. Go ahead and do that. I love the staff. The Grimoire is awesome. The wind damage and the burst gauge damage is cool from the Rapier. I'm gonna do them all, obviously. But if I had to pick an order, it goes staff, Grimoire, Rapier for me. That's where I would go. Okay. And I don't have enough gold to do that just yet, but we will come over and just do this for the sake of doing it. All right. But she is like my new favorite character right now. She's so versatile. She does so much stuff. Ah, boo. She does so much stuff. We can, equip her with basically any weapon, and she's gonna be a beast, or at least good. The updates? What? You come in 2 hours in, it's like show me the updates, the events. There aren't that many events. Hold up. Masteries there. Well, hold on one second. You had me. I had to think about something. Okay, let's see. There aren't too many events that came along. Is this joyful moment? So I'm gonna get cube keys and stuff from all that. Cool. But there aren't any outside of her regular like trial event. There isn't anything else. And we went through the trial event for her. We did each of the weapons, and progressively, I got more and more impressed. Oh, you haven't been on it like two. Oh yeah, fair enough. There were, well, no, then there were. Oh, you missed two events then. There were two events that gave a bunch of cube keys, and all you had to do was just like beat the Draco boss level, which only takes 30 seconds, and not collect the cube keys. Just keep beating it, beat it like 40 times, and I end up with like, was it 6 large cube key bundles or something like that? It was an okay event. All right, so Clotho came out today. You got over 1,000 cube keys. You ain't doing nothing with them keys. Clotho came out today. I think she is worth the pull. I am very happy. They gave a bunch of like quality of life improvements, or at least that's what I would consider them as. So like removing the timer on some of the dungeons, stuff like that. I think they added a sector to the time space junction. There's been a lot of updates. Oh, in case you're wondering, I did a video, all the updates, dev notes. Did a video. It got released, day before yesterday? So grab all the updates. But yeah, they did quite a few changes in this patch that came out today. And the maintenance, they said 4 hours. 4 hours. It was only a 4-hour maintenance, like for real. I was sitting there, I even put in my Discord, I was like, oh, so they say it's gonna be done in 2 hours, which means it's gonna be done in 6 or something. I've said something smart ass like that. Because that's what I assumed. 100% that was what the case was going to be. And it wasn't the case. I'm pleasantly surprised. I say that now, not having checked the Discord. Maybe there's some other section that's not having as much fun as I am, but I'm having a good old time. Let's see. There's nothing else here for me to do except for I need to go build up her masteries. Let's do some more pulls, I guess. Just because I think I have a couple purple, but that's about it. I got 7 of them things. But I'm going to keep pulling for her for sure. For sure. I want her P5, P6, P10 would be awesome. P5, that would be nice. Let's do some individual pulls. There's nowhere in the shop that I could get it without sacrificing stuff that I need for more of the hero selectors. I don't believe so. See, these are just regular bundles. Hustle. All right. I don't think so. And the SSR weapon. Anybody who knows. I'm impressed with every one of her weapons, and I like the rapier, right? Should I get the axe for Escanor, or should I get the rapier for Clotho? That is the question. I'm going to wait on it for a bit. I need to take that Grimoire off of her and put it back on the lane. But I'm very hesitant about what I should do next in terms of which weapon to build. Let's get this back on the lane where it belongs. Sorry, I'm partial to her. Plus, this already has that earth enchantment on it. And now we need to find a decent grimoire for Clotho. She gets to keep the rapier that I just took from Gila and the staff that I just took from Manny. Manny's staff is going to have to be upgraded now. At some point, we'll get to it. So we need to get the grimoire for her because she's really good with the grimoire. We can hide these images now. Okay. And then the thing I'm going to engrave, I think, is going to be for her staff. Kind of has to be. But I'll probably end up engraving both at some point. Just, I also have to stack up those. It's the magic armor thing that I'm missing, not the other thing. All right, so that's weird. What am I building? I really want her to be great. Okay, so let's go ahead and craft some stuff. And then we'll call it a video. We'll call it a stream. Okay, so we don't need this wand up here. We can remove that for now. The grimoire. Crimson one. Crit damage. You want heals, so that's not really helping us. And then the other grimoire is doing just, the SSR one is just doing a burst, I believe. That's all it helps with. Oh, crit damage as well. And I have enough to build it. Just need to get the platinum, and then I could build this. Well, first I have to build the Crimson Flame one. And the Crimson Flame one, all right, so let's see. We go back. Hey, not how I wanted to go back. Crimson Flame one needs to be built. And then after that, the Black Flame one needs to be built. And then my question will remain, do I build Escanor's axe or not? Fire attack increase, of course. Oh, what is wrong with me? And then also I have to go through the spider dungeon again, which I hate. Wind attack. Yeah, of course. All right. The she's gonna be the sub DPS, so she's building burst gauge. So does the attack matter that much with Escanor? The attack I think matters in terms of the damage over time for his burns. Decisions, 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 decisions. I'm terrible at them. I am terrible at making decisions. All right. So I'm going to go farm for her masteries eventually throughout the day and over the next couple of days. But for now, thank you guys for watching. This was a good day. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and dislike. I'm okay with that as well. It's been a fun stream. I got Clotho. I got Hotori for Neverness to Everness NTE. So it's been a good day so far. Let's hope the rest of the day is this good. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.